Hello lovelies, it's Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely, where we carry the largest selection of wood flowers in the United States. Welcome back to another tutorial. This one's gonna be a quick and fun one. I'm excited for this. It's also once again kind of like putting me a little bit into a box that I don't normally like to be in, and that's not using a ton of flowers or greenery. I mean, for me. There's still a lot of flowers in greenery, but anyway, never mind. Let's just jump to it. Let's just jump into it, shall we? So today's tutorial, we're going to make a bouquet. We haven't done like a simple bouquet in a while, I don't think. And I'm envisioning I want to make something what sometimes would be called like a posey bouquet. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. I know words, but I don't know how to say them right. So it's gonna be a smaller bouquet, and the reason for this smaller bouquet in my mind, so I like to give myself stories as to like why I'm making what I'm making. So the story on this one is that, and it actually comes from a customer that reached out to us. They wanted to make a bouquet for a graduation and then be able to take that bouquet later and put it into a shadow box. So I'm thinking, okay, small bouquet for an event that you normally wouldn't have a bouquet, but I think times are a-changing, and let me tell you, I'm so excited for that. I think we should have flowers for everything and anything. So with that in mind, I'm like, this little bouquet would be perfect for a graduation. It would be perfect for a gift. It would be perfect for a bridal shower, maybe doing something before the wedding in the bride's colors, giving them a little bouquet just to brighten up their day, or they can, you know, have it as a memento of their engagement, things like that. Also, proms lately. I never got to experience that. Like, we just had the things on our wrist, right? Yeah, I never wore the ones that were pinned on, and I've never done one of those mums. You guys are amazing. Like those mums that I've seen that are bigger than sometimes the entire girl herself. Craziness. But there are now some people are wanting to take a bouquet as their flowers for a special occasion, a dance, a quinceañera, all of that stuff. So this is gonna work in all of those things. It's basically not a wedding bouquet, but it could be. You want a small bouquet? You can do that too. Who's to say what size bouquet you should have? It's your wedding. It's your day. So we're gonna make a small one-ish. Small and Stephanie size, small. So still kind of big. But anyway, let's jump into it. I'm gonna show you the greenery, the flowers, and we're gonna stem up one flower because I don't think you need to watch me stem up all of them, because once you did it once, you'll never forget how to do it. Now remember how I said this is small-ish? I have 3 different types of greenery. Of course I do. So this one is a full stem, as is. I think I've only pulled off a couple leaves just to play around with it for something else. So this is a smaller stem of greenery. This was, as I'm filming this is one of our spring greenery that had come out, but depending on when you're watching this, it might no longer be available. All of our greenery is seasonal. Then we've got this little guy, and I cut off a couple of his stems for other projects. This one we keep in stock pretty often, and this is the, I wanna say, New England boxwood. So we're gonna combine those two, and then I was just like, I think I'd need a little extra something. So I took just one single stem of this mixed eucalyptus that we had that I cut off at another point, and we're gonna add that in there too. Isn't that pretty? Just as is. So there's the greenery. Now the flowers, I always, like I said, I have a color story in mind and like a story. So this is the story. I don't know, it could be school colors, right? It could be a graduation, the colors of the school in a variety. Like it's similar colors here, but slightly different. So you got like a little bit of an ombre of some sort with these. So these are the flowers. I will count them in a second because I didn't count them, but let's stem one flower so that you know how to do that. When it comes to stemming the flower, I'm gonna do something that I'll say, do as I say, not as I do. I stick my wire right into the nozzle of the glue gun. You really probably shouldn't do that, but I do. So then what you're gonna do, I like to put a little bit of glue on my wire, and then I stick it right into the back end of the flower. These are typically pretty flat. You can also cut them down if you need to. You just gotta be mindful of where the string is, because the string is what holds everything together. So if you cut that string, the flower is gonna fall apart. So keep that in mind. But then what I like to do especially if I'm new to this and I don't want to burn my fingers, is I do what I call a pre-hole. I put the wire in first before I have glue in there. So then I know exactly where it's gonna go. Because every once in a while you gotta kind of like twist it or move it a little bit and you could possibly burn your fingers. So don't put your wire right in the nozzle like I did. Just put a little glue on there and you slide it back in. I like to twist it. That's just, I don't think it's necessary. It's just the habit now at this point. And now you're stemmed and ready to go. So we'll count down these flowers and we'll get to making, and I'm gonna stop talking because if you aren't new around here, you're like, Stephanie, what's going on with you? I got that Phoebe voice right now. I'm sick for some reason. I'm not sick otherwise. I was howling at the moon. That's what I was doing. I howled too much for too long. Okay, let's get to it. Enough of me talking about me and howling. There's 18 flowers. So imagine if it was for the birthday girl that was turning 18 or the birthday boy. Boys get flowers too. I'm just saying. Everybody deserves flowers. With that though, 18, you could have 18 flowers for a birthday, 15 for quinceañera, 16 for sweet 16, whatever you want to do. You could do that. Okay, so this is even cute just by itself, as is. So all I did was just slide in the one to the other. And then this one I'm gonna separate out and I'm gonna kind of like put it in the rest of those. I like this in the middle, but I'm gonna take this one and put this one in there. And then we're gonna bring some in. This one's really tall, so I want the tall one in the middle to keep our kind of shape. So you see that? And then this one is also tall. So we're gonna go straight in the middle with this one and just kind of zhuzh it out. That's the technical term to this, zhuzhing. Our greenery base is done. So nice little thing of flowers, or nice little thing of greenery. Flowers going in next. I don't know if I'm gonna use all 18. I will make that decision the further we get in. So because of that, what I like to do when it comes to flowers is I typically like to go in even numbers. So 1 or 3. And I have all of these have 3 except for one of them. I have 2 of that one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with 1 of each flower and then we're gonna go from there. I think probably the one we'll do 3 is the smaller flowers. Actually, I'm already gonna commit to that. The smallest 3, we'll do all 3 of those. All of the other flowers, we're gonna do 1 and then go from there. So, and there's not a lot of rhyme or reason when we start this. We're just gonna pop it in and see what happens. All right, hello. We're gonna do them all. We're gonna do all of them. So what we're gonna do is with the colors that are 3s, we're gonna make triangles throughout our bouquet, and I'll kind of point them out. But then the one that it's 2, since we won't have a triangle, what we're gonna do is dubbed like a mirror technique. So if we have 1 on this side, we're gonna mirror it on the other side to make our eyeballs happy. So there, so we're gonna put 1 over here. I'm gonna put it a little off center. I'm gonna put it over on the other side a little bit. All right, and then I am gonna also, you can adjust the wires a little bit if you want them to pop out a little bit more. So we're gonna do that. So now instead, normally what I would do is I would, because I did 1 of each, I would normally go through each color at a time and pop them in. So that's what I'm doing now. So I just got the purples in. So now we've got a triangle of those. So then we're gonna go with this one. And also, can you see the way that the wires, I'm not going straight in, I'm actually going in at an angle and it's coming out the other side of my hand. When you're bringing the flowers in, when it's like that, you're gonna wanna just kind of loosen up your hand a little bit and then wrap your hands around to pull those wires in a little bit tighter. We're also going to adjust, like right now, those 2 are somehow got stuck together. And that's lovely, but not for this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna adjust a little bit here. And that's the thing, once you put a flower in place, that doesn't mean it has to stay there. You can adjust all day long. I mean, don't adjust all day long. Give yourself a break. If you feel like it's not coming together, step away and come back, okay? Just like math homework. If you didn't get math homework, what was the thing you're supposed to do? Just step away from it and come on back when you're ready and things will start to make more sense. The flowers can be taken apart, put back. Don't like the greenery? That's fine. Take it apart, put it back until you're happy with it. But I will also say again, take a breather every once in a while. If you're like, this is not going the way I want. We all have our tantrums. It's okay. Breathe, put it down in a safe spot, and come back when you're ready to give it another good try. And if you're still struggling, send me a message on Facebook or email, and I will cheer you on and be like, it's okay. You've got this. I promise. Oh, and I'm pulling greenery off. That's okay too. I got this. It's gonna be all right. I don't like how much this greenery was like kind of bunched over there. You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna do it. I'm just cutting this one off. I don't like it. I don't like where it's sitting, and I can move it somewhere else if I want to. But for right now, I'm just adjusting. I'm going on a whim here. I want it to be, and we can adjust the flowers too, of like going in and going out a little bit too. So if you want to help kind of create the shape that you're looking for, just adjusting that stuff. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good, I think. I'm gonna set it down. I'm gonna look at it at every angle, and then we'll finish off the handle and see what we think. Okay, I'm happy with the bouquet the way that it is, except for maybe that little guy sticking out. Maybe we only want the one. Yep. Oh my gosh. That's how we do things around here. Okay, so I like to tie mine off with a zip tie. I just find it really easy to do that. So we're gonna close that as close as possible. So when we're doing a handle, this is how I like to do it. 2 hands, pretty decent handle. I put my thing kind of right around there. We're gonna wrap this up with some ribbons so that we can hide our mechanics. There's lots of ways to finish a floral bouquet using the wood flowers. I know we have some tutorials about that. I'll try to remember to link it. If I don't, which is usually my MO, I usually forget, just send me a message in the comments. Be like, hey girl, where's that bouquet handle tutorial you're talking about? I'd like to see that. We also have a blog too that has a breakdown of a bunch of them too. So if you're more of a not listening to Stephanie talk, but more visually see what Stephanie's talking about, that'll be a place for you too. So just let me know which one you want and I will send it your way. All right, so I trimmed down my wires so that we're kind of even on everything. I just use that as my main focal part. I'm gonna cover up all of these wires because I don't want to see the wires, but you know what, if you do, awesome, that's fine. It's fine with me. It's fine with you, it's fine with me. Who am I to say? I just give you ideas, then you roll with them, okay? So the ribbon I'm gonna use, this has sentimental attachment to me, actually. This lovely ribbon, Maggie May, as I refer to her as, my business partner, the other half of Oh You're Lovely, she sent this to me years ago. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's like this silk ribbon, polka dots. I just feel like it goes well with this color story, and we're gonna pretend that it's part of like sentimental attachment of some sort. It was from Grandma's dress, God knows when, and we're gonna be using it for this bouquet. You make up a story, it works. Don't make up a story, use it how it works for you. But anyway, so I'm gonna wrap this around nice and tight, and I'm gonna make sure that we really wrap around where that lovely little nub, the little nub of the zip tie. Oh gosh, guys. It's bad enough when I don't know words. It's even worse when I have no voice. I feel like it's even more of a struggle. All right, so I am gonna let the bottom kind of peek out a little bit. I'm not gonna try to overly wrap it so that it covers everything, but we're pretty dang close. If you want it to be a little bit more buff or a little bit like not as thin of a wrapping, now this is gonna go really cute in a vase. I'm gonna show you in a second. But if you wanted it to be more like a little bit of a thicker handle, you know what you can do? This is a fun little trick. You can take a pool noodle, cut it to the size you want to like fill and put your stem in there, and then wrap the pool noodle with the ribbon that you want. And that will cover up and it'll make a much like thicker kind of handle. I mean, it depends on your size of your hands. Some of us have, I don't have like the little hands, but I also don't have like, I have Yeti feet. I don't have Yeti hands. So I don't need my handle to be too big. It would actually kind of hurt my hands after a while cramping, but you know. All right, and then I'm gonna do this little trick that I call giving it a scarf. And that's what I say it is, but everybody's different. Let me bring you around. So I just keep a little doodad and just tie it off. I think it's cute. I like it. So there is the handle all ready to go. And then watch. We're gonna pop it in this vase. Is this the right size vase? I don't know. We're gonna find out together. That's always the fun part, right? Vase, here. Okay. Boom, bang, done. You now have a gift, and it's got this little scarf comes out at the side of the face. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. It just adds a little extra something. All right, you guys. There is the little posy bouquet. I hope you enjoyed the making of that and the rambling that I did throughout the tutorial. If you did, make sure to like the video, give me a comment down below. It makes my day. You have no idea, but be nice, because I'm a tender. My heart is on my sleeve. You can't see it, but trust me, it's there. Actually, my heart is on my neck right now. I'm wearing a heart necklace. Anyway, I can't words ramble. The ADHD is kicking in hard today. So if you like the video, let me know down below. If you're loving this channel, can't get enough, want to know the next time we are going to craft together, which is typically once a week, make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. Also, I have a little gift for you for sticking around this whole time. If you would like to give the flowers a try, or you have and you haven't ever used this code is for you. Use the code YouTube30 to get 30% off one regular priced order. All right, you guys, I will see you next week for another crafty tutorial. I don't know what story I'm gonna have and what we're gonna make, but I'm sure it'll be a good time. I'm Stephanie from Oh You're Lovely. You, my friends, absolutely lovely. Bye, guys.